Mm. Hi, I think is that Richard? How are you doing? Dixie's fine. Here, as we're rerouting, I'll show you briefly. Here she is. She's relaxing. Okay, put my charger back on. Okay. Hi, Millie. I'm glad you're doing well, Richard. All right. So let's get back into here. Let me get, I got my phone locked, but this way I can see clear. I will not be able to see all comments. Trying to focus on this content. With this method, it's best to keep the hair wet. That way it stays together and easier to separate. Going for more relaxing mode. If any of you are wondering, this is Sun Lovin' Malibu Barbie. Her original body has the tan lines. which was the only doll to have that feature. I mean, everyone's different with their methods. Some of us do the same methods, some of us use different methods. I guess it's like with brushes when your dolls and how you do their dolls and what brushes you use. Everyone's different. Thank you, Richard. I don't want to hear birds.
Meet EM Sense, a breakthrough in foot therapy that University of Phoenix.
Because my needles are long, I only push it that far into the doll's head, which is half of this is sticking out. I do not use the tacky glue method. I've always used hot glue gun method. But everyone has their choice. I mean, what works for them best. This color is Snow White. It looks really good on a doll with a suntan. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with the Platinum Blonde. This is Platinum Blonde, but it has a more of a yellow tone. And I will start this in the back of the doll's head. I don't use the knotting method because I don't like it. Also, the knots can come loose if you're like I am, which, in other words, you travel your doll and you do lots of hair play, hair washing, things like that. So that's why I use the method I use. That way I get more hair play. The older Barbies have squishier heads, so you have to squeeze to push in. That way it doesn't slip like it did a moment ago. Oh, well, when you're like a regular YouTube channel, and YouTube always tends to keep sending out recommendations. Like for the first half of this video, I had a bubble. Oh no, yeah, there was a bubble pop up for me to do a Q&A type thing, but I'm trying to look at this and focus on this because when I look up, I get distracted. And so this isn't the kind of video for a Q&A. It's a tutorial. And so YouTube says things, they recommend you to um, chat with your audience, have conversation, things like that. I don't do it that often because it's distracting. And to maintain the integrity of my YouTube channel as being, doll channel on tutorials and reviews and how to do this and that, doll repair and what have you. I'd rather keep it simple. Okay. Wow, look how her hair was rooted. They just left a whole gap through there, went into here like that, zigzag. They zigzagged. That explains why the hair is so, they made it originally so thin. Okay, yeah, there's the pop-up. Add a Q&A sticker. I'll do that when I'm painting an American Girl doll, which will be soon. Not like tomorrow soon, I don't think. But it'll be soon, and I'll have my camera at a different angle where it's not showing you directly, but where it's showing me painting the doll. And then I can do a Q&A as I'm painting. So if you notice from her hairline here to here, there's nothing there. So I'm going to create a hairline that goes across through here to go in between there. And to give her more thickness. So I'm going to start that right here. I'm not going to do, this is where I'm going to do her part. I'm going to keep her part in the original place. So I'm not going to add this shade of blonde in near the part. I'm going to use the white platinum. And so I'm going to start here to add that in. Later I will come in and add another plug right there with the white hair. But not at this moment. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to do it right about there. Go ahead and make a new hole there. So we're going to create a new row that comes through here. Did you create a new YouTube channel? Because then notice your name's different. Wow, you could have changed the title. Okay. So you see that's gonna be a really pretty combination. I already completed one of her dolls, and it's the same one, but they have variant faces. So once the perm's done, for all of this be the hair lay down flat. Nope, I still got hair. Okay. I don't. Well, I know that the new 2026 Barbie Rockers they don't sell collector dolls in stores here anymore. You can only get them online. Like Amazon. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, just a short moment break. I had to take a call. So that's something that happens when you're live. Yes, I am self-taught. I went through lots of experiences over the past 12 years with rerouting and also 16 years painting. But before on YouTube, I was learning how to do stuff. But I also took doll classes, like doll making classes. But with rerouting, it was in a Barbie magazine or something like that. And I started with the knot method. And when I was brushing my doll's hair with the knot method, because I do lots of hair play. I like to play with my dolls. And so, with a lot of hair play, the knot method, the hair plugs, the knots will come straight through these plugs, especially on older Barbies. And so I had to figure out, okay, what am I going to do? Because I'm not rerooting my doll just for her to stand up on the shelf for looks. So when I started using Kissing Barbie, I was doing this method like this on Kissing Barbie. And then I would take like a crazy glue, like tight, and I would use this here and use a cotton swab and rub the inside of like Kissing Barbie's head because it was like a mask, and that worked. And then I started taking older Barbies and I would split the back of the head open and reroot them the way you would do like Kissing Barbie or Western Barbie because their face is like a mask. And then I started doing this method because I didn't want to keep cutting open the doll's head, and they never popped open. I still have some. I believe I have a peaches and cream that's behind me. Let me see. Oh God, where'd I put her? All right, I need glasses to see up close, and then I have to take them off to see from a distance. Where did I put peaches and cream? I have over 50 peaches and cream Barbies. I'm probably at 60 by now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. Um, okay, let me check my door. I am expecting something from Amazon. I keep hearing noises outside my door. Oh, that's a nice breeze. I need this to muffle out noise. All right. So I went and grabbed her. This is a peaches and cream Barbie. Oh God, I used to buy these. I remember they were like 10 years ago. You could get them for like $50 on eBay, originals. And I did a site repaint with her. This here is a full reroot, but I played with her. I took her everywhere. So I would, before I would cut the head open and have it like a mask, and I would do this type of method. And you can see it's still squishy. The hairs never come out. I've washed it many times. I would take her everywhere. And I always use her shoes. And so I stopped that. And so I go with this method and I use the hot glue gun and gently take it in. And then I take a stick and swab all up inside and pack it up toward this area of the head. And that works out great, especially if you're someone who enjoys hair play. So with me, I'm like, I will take, sometimes I don't want to stay home, or if I go to my mother's, or if I'm going out of town, family, friends, something like that. I always take dolls with me as like coping mechanism for anxiety. And so it's important that when I reboot my Barbie's hair, the hair is stuck in and it's not going to come out, and I can wash it many times. I can do Barbie perms. It's important that the new hair doesn't come out and last. So the knot method for what I do with my dolls didn't work. So I'm filling in these empty spaces. So this way her hair will be thicker than what it was originally. I have other peaches and cream Barbies I rerooted with even longer hair. Rocker Barbies. Oh my gosh. Island Fun Barbies. I reroot ones that I know I'm going to play with. So that's very important. If I'm going to reroot, it's because I'm going to be playing with that doll a lot and take her, like, or if I have to go to the hospital, it's overnight or something. I always have something to take with me, like Barbie Extra number 3. I think I've reviewed about 3 or 4 of those. So also my supersize superstar Barbie. This is a reroot. Yeah, saran hair. That's a lot of hair, right? Look at that part. So we got that all snatched. Now her, as you can see, I did this years ago, and as you can see in her head. Okay, let me change my light. Let me change this here down. Okay. So if you look inside, you can see the glue also in her head. But also I used Loctite glue. I started with the inside, all I've done the side and closed it together, and it sealed almost instantly. But you can see inside the glue, that way it's bonded and well done. So, but now this method that I'm doing, I don't have to cut the doll's head open and glue it closed. As you can see, it doesn't pop open. Lots of hair washes, lots of styling. It stays, so I've never had it pop loose. And this one I did probably 10 years ago. Definitely 10 years ago, because I haven't rebooted any of these recently. So yeah. And I rebooted about 5 of these. I have a brunette one. I did one like a big peaches and cream, repaint, and all of that. Okay, redo my wand. I love this wand. The light. And with my dolls, like my American Girl dolls, my Barbies, and I teach tutorials because I love keeping and playing and redressing my dolls. I love making them over for my own personal enjoyment. So I don't do it to sell them. That's why I teach tutorials. But every now and then I go through my doll collection and I start downsizing so I can continue to enjoy what I do. So it's like if I let go of a doll in my personal collection or some dolls, or like now I'm downsizing since I've moved into my own apartment and I don't have a storage unit anymore. I'm still going through stuff. I'm still downsizing. And so I'm gonna probably be going through my American Girl dolls, some of my custom ones, and selling some of those so I can replace them with newer ones and I can continue repainting as my hobby and anti-anxiety. This is what I love doing. And when I'm not doing this, I'm usually watching something on Netflix, or I'm at the gym, or yeah, recently I done got my membership done at the gym because I need the exercise. Oh, I think I just heard a box. Oh my gosh, my rocker Barbie's here. Right when I gave up hope that I was thinking it probably won't come until tomorrow. Oh wow, there it is. Thank you. Oh wow, it's raining now. I kept opening my door, waiting for this to come. And finally, when I give up on it, it came. All right. Oh my God, I'm so excited. As all of you've noticed, the past several years, I stay to myself. because I did have a friend. Well, I thought they were a friend, and she accused me of taking rocker Barbies of hers, and I was like, "What?" Oh, it was a big thing. So I should actually end up showing proof of my purchases on Macari and eBay and showing all the numbers of rocker Barbies I had because she wanted to steal my dolls and she had plenty of her own. Originally, they said this wasn't going to be delivered until tomorrow. So, yes, I have a lot of rocker Barbies, but I am going to show you this new one from 2026. She is stunning, absolutely stunning. I love the 2026 version doll. The hair is super thick. I just love the doll, absolutely. Oh, okay. It's already been opened. It looks like, oh, okay, the glue must have popped loose. But either way, she was still inside a box, and the paper is still there. Oh, okay, it's been. Oh, yeah, that one looks good. So, how many? I got 4. Let me think. There's one. Okay, so see, we got 2. Looking at that, I'm gonna put this one up on my bookcase. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, never mind. I think I have 5 of these of the reproduction, not including the originals. And I love them. All right, let's focus back on this. I'm gonna put this Barbie up here on my shelf with Dee Dee. She is the African American rocker. Okay, I'm gonna set up here with Peaches and Cream reproduction, or at least attempt to. Gotta put her somewhere. Okay, let's do it. All right. There. So if it's a Barbie doll that I really love, yeah, I get bunches of them. Don't worry, I will be doing videos later in the future, later this year, where I would be going through my dolls, my Barbies in my room. I've gotten containers and containers, but I'm going to be going through them because I'm going to be downsizing. And so I'll show all of my dolls that are loose Barbies that are in stored containers. I probably have 3,000 Barbies or more, and that's why I take them out the box. But then I've been collecting since I was 12. And most of my dolls came from eBay. And then I would go to doll shows. And I would just save up to go to doll shows. Doll shows, I don't know, they're not what they used to be. Not as many people do it. Also, over the past 15 years, we've lost so many people in the doll collecting community that had large collections. They sold at doll shows, and then some people just got rid of their dolls completely and just stopped selling them and everything. And you know, it's so flea markets come in hands, but especially eBay if you want something specific. And ever since the pandemic, everything's changed. Okay, this girl is going to look amazing with her suntan, with her platinum hair and everything. I love these colors are gonna look amazing when it's done. I can give you a sneak peek of what this will look like when it's over. Oh, so here is my superstar Christy. This is reproduction. And I rerouted her hair to be super long and thick. Thickness is important. So yeah, and I rerouted her with the method I'm doing now. So the head is hard. But look at that. That part is amazing and it's not going anywhere. And I can play with her hair as much as I want. It's not going to come out or anything like that. It's going to stay exactly where it is. I think I got 4 of her. 2 are out of the box, 2 in the box. And there's her stone or boa, whichever you choose to call it. So this one's mine. So as you can see, my Paris, this is hers. It looks very much the same. I think hers has more white in the eyes because mine over here, it doesn't have as much white in the eye. Yeah, but they're still different. Hers is gorgeous. But yeah, see how thick my doll's hair is? And the part in the head, yeah, it's hard, but it's not gonna come off. I made her dress. But I love it because I can take her. She's a fun Barbie if I go to a park or something. Barbies like this, I like to take and travel with like summertime or something because they look really great for photos or stuff like that. Or I do love video shorts here or on Instagram. But these are the colors. This is how these two colors look when they're blended and mixed. And so as you can see, that's how I got her hair all done in because I used thicker plugs. So it looks good once it's set, and with the braid, it keeps it a nice tropical wave. So that's what I'm doing on this doll. So she will end up like that as well. I have a couple Golden Dream Barbie dolls as well that I want to reroot. Okay, I need to keep that hair separate and pull this over here. So yeah, we have thunderstorms coming up. I went through different phases on learning how to the best method for me. I think it was mostly because I would find Barbies that looked absolutely almost perfect. The problem was their hair had been cut off. So I tried every method. I started with the knot method. The knot method didn't work because like I said, brushing the hair, it would pull the hair from through the rubbery head plugs. And so I did with Kissin' Barbie. I was like, okay, so I'll split the rest of the dolls' heads and do it like Kissin' Barbie and Western Barbie. Let me think. I think I have a Kissin' Barbie. I know I got one. They're all in my room. They're rerouted. I've rerouted probably 4. But it would probably be easier if I took my camera and showed you. I can do that. Okay, I'll take a brief moment real quick and I will take you to my... Let me unplug my charger. All right. So, take a moment. All right, we're back. This Pink and Pretty Christy, that is a full reroot with all the extra long, thick hair. Just Secrets Whitney, that's her hair. This Barbie, Crystal Barbie, was gifted to me when I used to be in a dog club. And Reese, her name was Reese. She got me this beautiful Crystal Barbie for my birthday. That's Peaches and Cream Barbie, the brunette, as now we call it. Two-tone hair, gorgeous. Pink and Pretty Barbie, that's a full reroot. Here's Crystal Barbie, full reroot with Snow White hair. I got her in our FB, so she still has all of her jewelry. There she is. There's another Peaches and Cream. That's a reroot. And there is Kissing Barbie. Oh, in her original dress. Yes, I don't know where her shoes are. They're somewhere over the rainbow. I'll put Peaches and Cream back there. Turn her head around that way. This is the reproduction Golden Dreams Christy, and she had super curly hair, and I straightened a little bit with hot water. This is Magic Moves Barbie, and I gave her a full reroot. There's another Peaches and Cream, full reroot. Island Film Barbie, that is a full reroot. There's another Peaches and Cream. All right, there we go. Okay, so here's Kissing Barbie. She still kisses. There's her hair. and she has it ultra long. And this is all saran hair. I love the silkiness of the dress. So yeah, that's what I did with her. Let me see. Set her here on my bed. And now I'm going to show you how thick the hair is. That's how thick I rooted the hair. I like to root my doll's hair thick. For her, it was very easy. I had to cut the original string, and so that's how Kissing Barbie and Western Barbie is. It's like at their head is a vinyl mask, and all I had to do was cut the original string and gently remove it and cut off the hair. Her hair is two-tone. That's motion. It's my camera doorbell. And so as you can see, her dress is very new looking. Yeah, I think I did get her NRFB. I did buy her NRFB. And so, yeah, and there's her face. No, I didn't paint it. I just need to wipe her off. So she is a full, complete Reroot. This was one of the first Barbies I think I ever played with. My cousin Lisa, I have two cousins named Lisa, one on my mom's side, one on my dad's side. Oh, Christmas brown, okay. And I remember my cousin, she wasn't playing Barbie, she had this in a case in the attic. And because I was little and they were babysitting me, I got to play with her original. I always pretended she got kidnapped or something. And here we are with my American Girl dolls, my custom painted girls. When I was a little girl, I had freckles. She makes me think of when I was little, but my hair wasn't blonde. What else? Okay, these are Reroots. Margot Robbie full Reroot. Margot Robbie black hair Reroot. That's a Reroot. That's Margot Robbie Reroot. Another Reroot of Margot Robbie Barbie. Da 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 da. I call her Whitney. She makes me think of Whitney Houston. And so down here is Tropical Barbie, her original hair. This is Island Fun Barbie, rebodied, of course. I'm scrambling up. So this is Rocker Barbie, rerooted. The original one. See all of that gorgeous long hair. I made her dress. So yeah, I have her right there, so I know where she's at. I keep this little doll with my American Girl dolls. This is another Island Fun Barbie. I did go on, ew, what is that? What did she say? No, okay, it's the rubber band method to keep her legs tight or something. This is the newer body. I bought a lot of Sparkle Beach. No, yeah, Sparkle Beach and Pearl Beach Barbie. They were in the box. I opened like group 5. And I bought the, oh my gosh, she's got someone's earring in her hair. That is so me. But this is a full Reroot. Let me see. Oh yeah, that was the cut the back of the head method. Oh my God. Whose earring is this? I'm looking at these girls up here. I have no idea. We'll stick it there. I can't help but laugh. It's funny. Tropical Mikos. This one's my original one. Right there. I took her to school with me every day in my book sack. And this one I got off eBay and added more hair because she looks exactly like her. So they're pretty much like twins. Love the long black hair. Oh, that's my watch. I got this from one of my viewers. Thank you, Monica. Love you, girl. You're amazing. Here we go. More 80s Barbies. We have hair right there. That's my Cabbage Patch. Linda got me her for Christmas one year. Yes, I do think about her. I do miss her. But I don't know. Things just went weird after Barbie convention. I'm going through here. So these are all dolls I had in storage. Push her back up there. There's my Christy. I love her. She was the hard to find. I miss the older Barbie faces. I really love those. This is a whole nother video right here. Barbie extra. See the extra hair. Love this Barbie. She's one of my favorites. Absolutely. Which my regulars, y'all know that. Oh, this was a newer Barbie. I rerooted her. I got her on Amazon, put her on a belly button body with pin and snap legs, and look at the ultra thick hair. So I made her into a modern Cali Girl Barbie. I just need Cali Girl clothes. That one's newer. Y'all know her. And then I did my own updated version of Whitney. The reason why they're piled up here is because I play with them often. There's Reproduction Rocket Barbie. I did her hair like this last night. Oof. Okay, there. So last night I wet her hair. This is Reproduction. And I did the curls like that. With brush and water. So yeah, and they hang down long. It's a Sandy Seaweed. That thing has been like that probably for probably almost 10 years. Okay, we are doing this. Margot Robbie for Reroot. Of course, another body with bend and snap legs. And this is one of my last Reroots I did. She's my newest one in my doll collection. This was Angel Face. This is Angel Face Barbie. This is her full Reroot with the method that I'm doing now. I did put her in this dress. Look at this gorgeous long hair. I try to keep her hair as close to her original hair color as possible. So as you can see, the beautiful shade of ash brown with this platinum blonde. Yeah, Angel Face Barbie looks amazing. I wish we could get another Barbie kind of like this. You know, when it comes with like a little makeup and stuff. But I like these older Barbie bodies better. To me, they're just more function. Here's another Peaches and Cream. I told y'all I have about 60 Peaches and Cream Barbies. And this is a full Reroot. I would get them. This one I found for only $1 at a Goodwill store. She was naked. Her hair was cut, but the body was in new light condition. See, there's not really much wear up over her shoulders. So yeah, I got her for $1 and brought her home, rerooted her in champagne blonde hair color and made it super thick. Who else? Oh my god, see, I have a bunch of Jewel Secrets Whitney's. There was this one, then there was the one that I had up there on the shelf. And then here's another one. Yep, see, I have lots of I have them. I went crazy on Macari. Macari was back. Oh, yeah. From the movie, Margot. And yeah, we have Jewel Secrets. So I need to find her another body. It's Jewel Secrets Barbie. I have about 3 of her. I still have one in the box. Her and Ken. As I'm going to. This one's Crystal Barbie. Okay, she was a newer Reroot. Sorry, let me pull up her top. Okay, this one also was a newer Reroot. That's Crystal Barbie. Now, I did not reroot a part on her because she didn't have one. And I had to repaint and touch up her eyebrow. Okay, so this is her hair color. Who else? Oh, that's my Cabbage Patch Kid I got from, oh my god, that was all I wanted for Christmas. And it was, oh wow, I like her like that. Crystal got me that doll for Christmas some years ago. This is Jewel Secrets Barbie. I made her dress with some ruffles. So I love making dresses for my Barbies. Yes, another Jewel Secrets Barbie. This is another Jewel Secrets Barbie. This one's rerooted. So I have lots of the same Barbies that I reroot on. So it's my prerogative. And it's what I do. So this is my hobby, my passion. Oh my, and I remember bought her from this older lady, but she's passed since then. I made this dress. That's another Jewel Secrets Barbie. Okay. This was the first Barbie my mom ever bought for me. Oh, this doll, those dolls, what are they called? I like those for extra the hair. That's peaches and cream shoes. And they also got the Swedish Barbie. Yeah, I revisited her. So she's got ultra long thick hair as well. All right. So there we go. Let's see the variations. Lots of variations in all of those older Barbies. So you can see I have plenty of Jewel Secrets Barbies and Whitneys. I have them. I've got like 4 Whitneys here. Um, Over here, there's Ken, the birthday Barbie. Oh, there's another Whitney. Yep, it is. See, look at all the Jewel Secrets Whitneys. I have lots of Jewel Secrets Whitneys. Um, so they were all done through Mercari at the time. And yes, I love playing with them. This is Western Ken. Oh, wait, there, it's Todd. Um, I don't know. I think it's Western Ken because the eyes are blue. So yeah, he was my favorite Ken. Definitely, I love Western Ken. All right, looking back over here. Oh, these dolls. I like these dolls. They had them on clearance at Walmart for $12. This nylon hair is perfect for like Gemini holograms. This one has Kanakalon, and my BF got me her. She's so stinking cute. Doreen from These Cabbies Dolls and Toys got her, and I had to have her. So we took a little moment from our rerouting journey. This is another Crystal Barbie I want to reroot as well, but I haven't done so. I'll figure it out one day. So yeah, and the rest here we have Our Generation, the new Easter one, American Girl here. I've had that since I was a little girl. So yeah, these are my favorite dolls. So these are ones I would take, play with, and my cabbies. Oh, so one of my last soft sculptures I bought it on a Facebook group from this lady, and she was so sweet. Such a sweet lady, got her a good price. And there is my Purple Sparkles Cabbage Patch Kid. And there's her little bunny, got her a blanket and a bunny as well. And she's got lots of frilly bows. So anyway, I do some of everything with my dolls. With restorations, I'm debating on when I'm going to repaint her because my hair color is a little bit darker than that right now. Oh, okay, let's get up. Okay, so we got Ken hanging around. There's Raquel. You know, she's got a crush. My Nami, my bunny, my big Nami. I love my big ones. My doll that I made. Totally hair. She is signed by Carol Spencer. She's wet. My cat thinks that's a real kitten and she will drag it off the bed. So let me see. I'm looking over there. Any more reroots? I'm sure I do. Oh yeah, the big Elsa was fully rebooted. And so that's it. Oh, and the pocketbook. This is the new purse they have out for Barbie doll collectors, where you can put your doll in your purse and carry them around. So of course she's in there. All right, so let's go back. Yeah, sneak up close of these girls. So I will be going through some of these. I will probably list her and her and who else? It's one of the Corinnes, but I haven't decided because I'm very attached to Corinne. So those two I know for sure. I have to go through them and decide. Also Leah. So I'm going to have a Leah that's repainted come available as well. Also, I am going to be listing her. So she will be for sale as well. Oh, you collect newborns. That's awesome. All right, so, oops. Let me come back to my table where we have light. As usual, with a live video for me, I get sometimes, half the time, I get a little sidetracked. So forgive me, but it was fun to go through and show you some of my Barbies. So, but also to show you why I reroot this method. Because once I know the hot glue goes in and I stir and then I press it to the up to this part of the head, I get all of the hair play that I want, that I love. So that's why I do this method. It's permanent, and um, as you saw my dolls, the way I have them around everywhere is because I pick through them randomly, different ones on a daily basis, pretty much. And so it's important that their hair is rerooted to where it's not going to come out, because I do lots of water play. As you can see, I have to keep my doll's hair refreshed and I keep it washed. I do keep their hair always up to par, so it was important for me to find a reverting method that was going to give me permanent results that I need. So the knotting method, even with putting a little glue at the end, did not work because, again, with the older Barbie with super rubber head, that knot can be pulled through sometimes. It'll go through with brushing or excessive hair brushing. And so I do obsessive hair brushing on my Barbies. So that's why this method is the one that works for me. I guess it's like with American Girl dolls. Some people they prefer the wire brush. That works for them. Um, the cat brush, I used it, but my cat ended up liking it better, which it was made for her. But I did like the results. I went through Barbie's hair like butter, but um, I'll just stay with this. It's got these little protective beads on the top, so it's not pulling my doll's hair. And at the end of the day, I'm fine with it. It works for me. So yeah, I will be live when I decide to go through my Barbies that are in my room and containers and all of that kind of good stuff. Under my bed, I bought lots of containers to have them in. Because when I was staying with Linda and Joyce, I had them in containers like that. We would go to Hobby Lobby and all of them things, and I would buy them so I could have more dolls with me of my dolls from my storage and have them with me because, you know, I love Barbie from every era and I enjoy playing with Barbies from every era. The only thing is, the mood that I would be in for certain Barbies would depend on a daily basis. And so, yeah, we went to a lot of places together. We had lots of fun, but everything just went down south at the Barbie convention. But also, I probably took on a task that was just too much for me with volunteering. That was quite a lot. Food allergy and getting COVID at the same time. So, yeah, that's just a lot. And drama. So, I find myself enjoying my dolls by myself because you never know with an experience that can happen, and it can be, where you collect dolls, or it depends on the people and things like that. And things can get where they're not so nice. So I think I'm good with just like a couple friends who are dog collectors. I mean, there are some amazing people, and the thing is, the Raleigh Dog Club, they don't have the drama. And then it was another one. I forgot the name of it. I think they just get together at Susan's place. And they've been getting together for years and they just have fun and enjoy themselves. And I admire that. Okay. I spoke with one member that was from the dog club that I was in. And there was a family, they were in that. Oh, my favorite fantasy hair color. Um, I like pastels, like what we call unicorn hair. Yeah, I like pastels, but then also that's why I love rainbow high dolls. I love their different hair colors, so I'm pretty open when it comes to fantasy hair colors. But with my Barbies, especially the older ones, I just try to keep it similar to the original. I don't do weird colors on older Barbies because I try to just sort of have them with a fresh, restored look that's similar to what they had originally. And so I was at a doll show where I was getting Barbies. This method can take me, I've done this method and finished within 2 hours. Talking slows me down, obviously. But, yeah, thinking about what the family said, why they had left the other club was because they said it was too loud, too much yelling, and so they liked it better what they moved to. So I promised I wouldn't tell the person or the people from that club why they left after I found out. And I was like, no worries, but that was why they left. Oh, 49 minutes. Wow. And I did the hairline. So this is, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have about 5 or 6 more rows to go. And then I did a part and she's done. So yeah. And with this particular doll, even with a lot of my others, I don't have to do every hole because I add holes and I do the hair a bit thicker. And then once it's hot water lays it down, it's fine. Because you could see the thickness of all my dolls. So with this line, I'm going up through here because this is where I made. So now I'm going to try to even it out and go around through here like that. So I'll be adding new holes and skipping some of those original ones. But yeah, the newer Barbies, I think I think the newer ones work great with fantasy colors. To me, I don't think it just doesn't look as good on the older Barbies. And I think it's because of this sort of they've got the vintage aesthetic look. And so all of the ones I've seen done, it just wasn't impressive to me. So with the older Barbies, I think like if this Barbie, if someone made her into a redhead or a brunette, or mix more realistic colors, like I'm mixing two different colors, I think it goes good with the vintage Barbie face. But then at the end of the day, it's all about the person who's going to reroot their doll. If it's for them, with themselves or someone they know, it's all about what you love most at the end of the day. But I do love the fantasy colors on the newer dolls. I got a newer Barbie, one of the reveals, and she's got the purple hair. Oh my god, and she's got the smaller head. So I think the reason why the small color reveal Barbies have smaller heads because they have to fit them inside of a cup. Oh, I did see the new collector Disney dolls with the yes, they're supposed to be like $32. Oh my gosh, they're absolutely stunning. It's like, oh my god, it's about time. Now they need to do that to Barbie. Barbie needs you know, what made her controversial. When the very first Barbies were designed and come out, everyone said nobody's gonna want that doll because it was the first fashion doll made with breasts. And it looked more shapely like a woman. And they said it wasn't going to work, was it? And look at it now. Now it's an absolute empire. Barbie is a $1 billion empire. And I think Barbie needs to kind of go back, not all of them, but that's what I love about the reproductions. But I feel like Barbie now should have, she should have slight more curve, not over curvy, dramatic. No, not dramatic, absolutely not. But more curves. The problem is when you're at Mattel, when they're designing a Barbie, it's by the pennies. They are consistently like, no, we can't do this, can't do that. And it's because they choose to. You have to look at corporate greed. I mean, it is a corporate business. It's all about making the money, and they're trying to put as much money in their pockets as they can. So yeah, they're gonna skip out on Barbie. They feel like Barbie is a household name that can be trusted. They're gonna make them cheap, and it's a choice. When I think throughout the 90s and early 2000s, oh my gosh, if I had to pick some Barbies that were the best, it was probably the Generation Girl Barbie line. They were amazing. Laura, Chelsea, Barbie, Blaine. Those were amazing. They were like college. They were like, like college style type dolls. They came with cute clothes that were realistic, and people still dress like that. Those dolls are still relevant to this day. I feel like that would be an amazing line for them to bring back, but also bring that body style back because it's better than what they're offering today. Hi, I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. Oh, yes, Nichelle. All right, y'all are paying attention. Yes, I love Nichelle. I have her. She came I got the one in the pink, the light pink. I love the dance club versions, the dance party, Generation Girl dolls. Those are my favorites. They definitely were with the times. Those dolls are amazing, and I think they were 19.99. The ones I bought off eBay were 19.99, but when I got the original ones, when my stepdad gave me um, money and I would go to the mall, well, someone would take me because I couldn't drive at that time. I was too young to drive. I didn't have a license or nothing like that, not even a permit. Um, but when someone took me to the mall at KB Toys, those dolls were marked down to $9.99, and they were buy one get one half off. I left with all five. I left with all five of them. Chelsea was my least favorite because I didn't like her skipper body, her and Tori. Yep. But Barbie, Nichelle, and Blaine, and Laura. Oh my gosh, Laura was definitely one of my favorites. I have several of them. Barbie and Laura for sure. Nichelle is hard to get, and their heads were not big or nothing. Those dolls were just gorgeous. We really need, that would be an amazing line to revive, but they need that real clothing detail. Um, yeah, that would be amazing. Look where we are so far. Yeah, Nichelle, yeah, the face mold they used, it was from the Shiny line, definitely. And that was an amazing line. And from my understanding, it sold well. And the sewing style, oh my gosh, I have autographed 8x10 picture of oh my god, what is her name? Oh my god, I know her name. I know her name. The one who designed them. Oh my god. She was just incredible, so down to earth, so sweet. McTire. Oh my god. Ugh, Barbie collectors. I know her name. What is her name? Is it something McTire? Entire? Oh my gosh. I'm not able to look it up on my phone or because I'm using it. Uh, Let me go to Google. Designer of the Sew and Style dolls. Designer of the Sew and Style dolls. Oh my god, not sewing style. This thing doesn't understand English. Designer of the Barbie Sew and Style dolls. Stacy McBride. Irby. That's it. Stacy McBride. That was her. Oh my gosh, she did amazing. Wait, what is this? Barbie was delivered. Oh, okay, okay. These things are supposed to be delivered. I had to order these neck chains. I only wanted one, but they didn't come in just one on Amazon. March 16th. It's telling me the Rocker Barbie was delivered out from Amazon. Okay. Yep, Stacey McBride Irby. Oh, what a talented one. I don't get it. I mean, I don't know. With Mattel, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what comes out. I saw the new Nutcracker Barbies, and I'm sorry, that's a disappointment. It's amazing how the original Barbie dolls from the movies, when they first started with Barbie and the Nutcracker, those dolls look better than today's collector Barbies. I just don't get it. And I mean, I'm not downing them. I'm simply saying, you know, they choose. It's a choice not to make Barbie dolls better than what they are. And then you got Rapunzel, but I hated it because all of her hair wasn't long, Rapunzel Barbie. And what gets me is Barbie's Rapunzel came out before before Disney's Tangled. And right now, um, the contract with Disney does not permit Mattel to make Princess Barbie dolls. So that's why we do not have Princess Barbies anymore. I was told that directly from a designer who works at Mattel, which is nothing bad. You can find that information probably on Google, but that's how I first found out. Okay, we are getting them plugs in. But the new ones, oh, they look amazing. And I have to say that Mattel's and Disney Princesses, I love the hands. The hands are so elegant, very elegant. And the new ones, they're just really pretty. Ariel, I love her new face. Um, Ariel looks great. Cinderella does too. Um, and let me see. I'm trying to think, has Tiana got a new face? To me, Tiana, she gives very Whitney Houston vibes. Rumor has it we're getting a Whitney Houston Barbie doll this year. Oh my goodness, I definitely look forward to that. I think, oh, I forgot. Yeah, they did a 98 Rapunzel with super long. I have two of them, but the hair is Kanakalon. The one from the movie, um, her, I was referencing mostly about her, but that one had an amazing crown. The original, you do it in the prints. The clothes were amazing. You can't even get that quality anymore out of a collector Barbie doll. All right, we have to open up our another bag. Here we go. All right, Paris, we are getting your. I will have both of your Sun Loving Malibu Barbies completed after tonight, and then I have one more Reroot doll for her. Okay, I'm going out to get my camera set in order. There, and twist my light like that. Okay. And that reminds me, I do want to take one of my original Rapunzels from the movie, and I want to reroot her. So she will have all long hair. And then I want to display my Barbies from the movies. But yeah, I saw this new version of the Nutcracker and it's terrible. I mean, honestly, the dolls' faces are pretty, but they could have done so much better. I just don't get it. They used to make Playline Barbies that looked amazing, and then the collector dolls were like super deluxe. The holiday Barbies were the details were impeccable, the fabrics, the packaging, and now it's just a cheap version of what it used to be. And I don't understand how they can't see that. They know what the collectors talk about and complain about, so they know. But I have to say, with the Rocker Barbies, I think $60 is too much for them. But you can't resist. It's the improvement of the quality. It's there. It's noticeable. But she should have at least come with everything. Reproduction of the little pamphlet, and oh, they do come with a stand, but they should have had a brush and all of that kind of stuff. I think for $60 they should have had an extra outfit because the T-shirt fits, and it's room in that box for um, an outfit. And they didn't even give us all the rockers. They could have at least given us all the girls. But they don't even have a reproduction body of those Ken dolls from the 80s and 90s because Ken had that body forever. Yes, I agree. That's right. 2008, absolutely. And then 2011, it got worse. And then when they gave Barbie had that big head, and then it went to the Millie phase. Millie looks good with the suntan and the blonde hair, but I mean they're doing better stuff right now. And now she's articulated like an action figure. Ugh, I mean, yeah, the guys pretty much like it, and people with that much posability, but for me, that's a bit much. I like the bend and snap legs. The weight and the way it's shaped gives it more character, and it looks prettier in shorts and a dress. The hollow legs and the big heads with the snot in it. Those heads, they had, it wasn't glue. People call it glue. I'm sorry, glue is not sticky and seeps. That's wax. Yeah, that's wax. They put wax in the heads. And big heads, and then they did the hollow legs and all that weird cheap stuff. I just, and then they'll take and bring out Barbie besties. Oh, they'll put all four bigger limit budget and everything to that. But then it's like, if you do that with Barbie, hello. Sometimes you have, with designing, they need to look at where they came from to get an idea of where they need to go, because the stuff they did in the beginning, there were teenage girls buying up Barbie dolls, when she first came out. And now it's just sad. The fashionistas, that's not a fashionista. They're all wearing pajama shirts, pretty much. And now Barbie has a cast on her arm. Oh my god. Yeah, they're, those would have been $5 budget dolls back in the day. And now they cost more than it. They're not really selling that good. I'm seeing bunches of them in discount stores for like, oh my god, I got one um, at a Dollar General for a penny. And then I'm seeing them at Ross for $3 and $4.99. And then I'm reading online where they're stuck with all this overstock and can't get rid of it. It's because they make them so cheap. People don't want that crap. And now, what is it called? Barbie style? Ugh, yeah. They really need to come up with something called, like online. Online, they have the Barbie style, and that doll is definitely in style. They don't want to sell anything like that. Carlisle's good. Carlisle designs the ones that we see, the neutrals, the beige tones that are out with the swappable heads. Very nice. He did an excellent job with those. But they fail to realize is that the playline is an introduction into Barbie, because there are some places, even here in the United States, people do not buy collector dolls unless they find them in the store. They're not going to order them online. And we used to have like $25 and $30 collector dolls sold in stores. And then Mattel stopped because guess what? They weren't selling. If you make something meant to last, it'll sell. I think if Barbie actually did represent what teenagers actually wore today, she would be more successful. Because the dolls they have in stores, teenagers would not wear that. Teenagers today, they like, the variant as always. But okay. if it's gonna come to a doll, if they can enjoy these plushies with all the details and the price, certainly Mattel can step up to the plate with quality. Okay, this Reroot, we're an hour in, and I'm almost done. I'm going to, because once I add the part, everything for her part, it's going to be thick, so it'll help everything blend and have it done well. Okay, so I'm going to now need, so that's how thick we are so far. I like that. Wait, who said that? Yes, random uploader. Exactly. There is no style. They're very generic. I mean, those look like $5 budget dolls. Really, $4.99 budget dolls that they used to do back in the day. No articulation. It's lacking. Make them cheap. Make the money and call it a day. Okay, I'm building around this area here at the top because once I do the hot water, it'll lay this down. There we go. So I'm prepping all around these areas. So once the part line comes in, it'll be, she's got beautiful, ample amount of hair. And hopefully, Paris will enjoy it. She'll get to brush her doll's hair endlessly. Okay, there's a slight plug in the front where there is a plug right there. I need to fill in. All right, there. Okay, so now I'm going to pull all of this over and we're going to finish up her reroot. So now she's going to have thick, it's going to be thicker than this because she's going to have platinum hair. So the hairline is all platinum white This is going to be a platinum white as well. Okay. Starting with this one. And then I will go ahead and grab up the rest of my Snow White hair we have here to prepare her hairline. There we go. Okay, so now this is going to go here and that will go over there. Okay, I need to get this hair situated. Oh my goodness. Okay, lay that there. Okay. So we're working on her part. It's thicker than what it looks. That's why I have to wet the hair so it can lay down really smooth, because as it dries it'll fluff up to get it packed tight into the holes. The question I got earlier was, did I learn from anyone about this? No, the reason why I never got to learn from anyone, because when I started YouTube, I was reviewing Barbies before then, and YouTube was not the platform it is today. There wasn't anyone teaching you those things on YouTube. YouTube had only, I started in 2016. Yeah, YouTube was nothing that it is today. So no, there was nothing on here for me to learn from anyone. Okay, at that time. And now it's, if I watch someone, the people I do watch now, they're just doing reviews. And I want to see what the review is of a doll, especially if it's one I'm really, really interested in. So with American Girl, I go with the dolls. Wait, no, I go with Chris Doll Studio. I trust his reviews on American Girl dolls, and usually he pretty much delivers a good review. As for Barbie, no, I don't see anyone that's going to really get in there and show me everything I want to see. I want to see what that doll looks like without the clothes, the type of body, how it's made, articulation. I want to see the hair. I don't want to see it just wrapped up where someone's doing a review and they're acting like they're scared to touch it. No, I am a hands-on doll collector. Um, well, and doll, you know, what do you call it? Enthusiast. So, I need someone who's going to do like me, be hands-on and show you all details and comparisons. So, with my Rocket Barbie, I showed comparison to the first version from '86, and then I showed the last reproduction and the new reproduction and compared them all together. And I don't see anyone else really doing that. I see people doing it after I've done it, but you know. And two, I trust. I look at their stuff, and I'm really not really listening to what they're saying. I'm just watching. I want to see. I'm the type of person where, don't tell me, show me. So when it comes to Barbies, I know Dolly Mae. I watch his content, and yeah, cause it was a doll. He did a doll, and he really went all in on the Playline Barbie, I think, and showing the hair, the thickness. He went all of that, and I bought that Barbie. I had to have that Barbie. So it's all about the details, showing the thickness of the hair, showing up close the face, everything. Just be hands on with it. And if it's affordable, it's best to buy two. That way you got one you can be picky about, and the other one just get in there and give us all the tea. Because we know dolls are not made as good as they used to be, especially Barbie. Barbie was the best quality I've seen, came from '90s, mid late '90s through the early 2000s. And then it just became a bunch of something that just looks cute in a package to sell it, unfortunately. Okay, so there's her part. What I'm also going to do is, because this is one I feel like she's going to really want to get into and super enjoy. Um, I'm going to go in with some more of this platinum hair. See how beautiful the two colors blend together? So once you've got it all set in like that, the blend is beautiful. I've had my phone charging while I've been live, so when I'm done, I can go ahead and plug up my glue gun. I should go ahead and do it now, actually, and show you how I do that. Excuse me. I did eat, so I shouldn't be hungry. But I need to let this set so that it can dry some. Okay, so I'm making sure her part is nice and full, but I want to add some platinum plugs in going that direction too. So finding the perfect, well, I kind of did that a little tight. There's a spot. First, go through this hairline. I see a place I can get. So I focus on the main part of the hairline, but then I go in and I fill in certain areas to really get that a nice, full, well done hairline. And there we go. So once I've done the hot water, all of that will lay flat like that. I do want to give her some beautiful Malibu pieces over through here and right in there. So I'm about to do that now with the platinum because it'll give her that more beachy tone. Oh my god, it's a shame she did not get to take one of these to Florida to really enjoy while she's there and take pictures of her and her doll and getting some scenery and things like that. Okay, put that in there. So I'm going through, we're giving her some platinum highlights because I'm just going to use the rest of this Snow White. I'm just going to give her some nice thick highlights blended in some of these yellow areas to fill it in as well. Mostly at the top, so she's got nice platinum highlights going in through here. Okay. I should have went ahead and heated up my glue gun while I'm doing this. Okay, there's that. All right. Here we go. We're going to put a nice thick platinum highlight in. Right there. Yes, Miss Dixie. Ooh, nails, girl, nails. I'm going to get up. Okay, let me go and get my glue gun. Get that going. Where is it? Ah, there it is. So with my hot glue gun, I have the larger size. You can use the mini one if you want. It's really up to you. Both are good choices to have and to have available. Where are my clear ones? I bought some and put them, where did I put them? My favorite glue sticks are the Walmart ones. They're like almost transparent. Those glue very, very well. They're my favorite. And the quality is good for the price. I bought the Gorilla Glue sticks, the hot glue sticks, but I don't like it. They're not as they're not as good. Definitely not as good as the Walmart brand. And I got some, I forget where, maybe I need to buy some more. Maybe I need to put that on my list. Walmart glue sticks. No. Huh. No, Mod Podge. What glue stick is that? No. Yeah, I'll have to get some more of those. Okay, I'm going to get this set up over here. Put the utensils I need as well. All right, my glue gun is on. Great. Where did I just put my glasses? They're not on my head. Oh, they're over here. All right. So if I go to the store tomorrow, I can get this hot glue sticks. What else? Oh, I needed some. What? It was something food related. I've had to change my diet because I have to lose 40 pounds, my doctor said. So it was something related to that. Oh well, we got the hot glue sticks. Deal with it when it comes to me. Alright, so I now have finished all that platinum. Now I need to, oh my gosh, see, that looks good. There's our part. Now remember, I have to use hot water to really get it down, to make it lay down. But first, I'm gonna come through and I can see some pieces where they didn't fit through the hole. And just pull those out and drop them into that box. And I'm going to come through, pull this over. I'm pulling hair over because I want to go ahead and add some more hair in the very back, at the top back. I'm looking for a hair scrunchy thing, like a hair tie. Let me see. Oh, let me go ahead and wet this. Wow, wet the ends. Okay. that in right up there to the top. Perfect. There we go. All right, there. Sorry, Miss Dixie. We're getting up, Puss. Yes, Mama little Kitty Puss. Okay, let's connect the charger. Grab Barbie by her hair. Oh, there's one that. What is he doing, Kitty Puss? Come to get you, come to get you, come to get you. All right. Let me get this prepared. Okay. Tighten that up. All right, there. That's a good spot. Okay. Dixie, that is my welcoming rug. It's no girl. That cat will use anything for scratching post. All right, so there's her hair. There's her part. She's got beautiful platinum look. I gotta loosen that up just a little bit so it doesn't make her head a weird shape after putting hot glue in. Is that loose here? Okay, I'm using a wooden stick, hot glue. Yep, some is coming out. Okay, that's what I thought. I need that look like original because it was too yellowy. It's where I put in all that new hair. Okay, all of that's good. Okay, so I'm picking her brain. Okay, now I'm going to come in, open it up a little bit. So when I put the glue in, you'll see. So now you see how thick our hair is. Thick and fabulous. All Barbie should have hair that's thick and fabulous. Okay, there it is. Okay, so this has already got glue ready to come out. All right. Now I'm going to take the end of that and I'm just going to, I'm filling around the edges here, rubbing the glue, getting hair all around the edges, all around the hairline. I'm working it all the way down to the I'm working into this part of her head so I can twist it around and try to get the glue mixed in with all of those hair plugs. Now I'm pressing onto my counter, her head, pressing it against the counter so that the glue can be packed all through here. It will not seep or go through the holes. It never has, and I've been doing it for years. So this method is the one that I choose because it's permanent. Well, actually, if something happens, let's say the doll's hair gets damaged or something like that, this method, I'm able to actually remove all the hair and give her new hair. But I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just get another doll. Okay, turn her around and get hair all up in there as it's going. So you see how the extra builds up around the stick. Now coming back in. All right. This time I'm going to use this end, but first I do want to make sure. Let me go with the flat end. That's the end I'm going to use to push down more. And I'm pressing all the way around inside the head to get all of the hair. That's very important, that all of the hair that's inside the head, the hot glue catches it and keeps it. And I can press it all the way where it'll be at the very top. This way you have plenty of room for her neck bobbin, for the body to be in, but then also to make sure the hair is permanently set. So it'll be harder all up around here. So I'm looking, everything looks good so far. All right. So some of the glue comes out where it sticks on here. There. All right. Squeeze it a lot. Trust me, a lot is not coming out like you would think it is. So I'm using the high tip, and I'm glad I didn't have to use this one, so I'm good. Now I can unplug this, and she is completed. And I removed the glue from around the neck hole. I'm looking inside. The glue looks good. Everything is where it should have been. Okay, so I can now remove the hair tie. And I'm going to prepare some hot water. What is it with this? I need to get an unsweetened soy. I got the bananas, got the Greek style yogurt, natural peanut butter, old fashioned or oats. Oh God, this new diet, it's a lot of oatmeal. For the record, I'm not going on diet because I chose to. I'm going on diet because my doctor told me it was essential for my health. I had to lose weight. So it's a lot of vegetable, chicken, all that good stuff. But oh my God, oats. I had to make snacks made out of oatmeal, honey, 100% natural peanut butter, all of that. And jam. Okay, let's get that down. Put the rest of this coffee in the fridge. I had to make a casserole, a vegetable casserole. Never ever made one in my life. And to get these little glass jars and put them in little glass jars. Oh my god. And have like my meals, my breakfast and my supper prepared little thing. All right, so we did our hair in 2 hours, less than 2 hours. So I'm putting water in my coffee pot, and that's it. I'm cutting it on. So I'm going to heat water up in my coffee pot and get this done. While I'm doing it, I can show you a little sneak peek of what my diet is looking like. Okay, so this is my oatmeal. Yeah, it's from my doctor, so I have to get these little jars, and that's basically my breakfast, and this keeps me full until later. This is my supper, that's casserole, and that's the amount I can eat for supper. So that's what I eat. And in between, I can have some cheese or banana or eggs, boiled eggs. Lovely, isn't it just lovely? All right, Barbie, where's your body? Okay, here's her body. I did a video of painting, showing how to paint that. Okay. And there it is. Her head fits on perfectly. Oh, she looks fabulous. So look at her hair. Super long, thick hair. Okay, so I'm going to end up setting her to the side so I can pour hot water. I'm going to use this old Barbie brush to be able to brush it and make this lay down flat. Usually I've done this in little segments, so this is my first time actually getting able to do the full reroot and to show you how to glue the hair in. It's fine, it's perfect. Nothing is going to make it hot enough to resist or to melt again. Not even doing the bowl palm. Bowl palm is not going to make the hot glue become liquidy again. It's kind of like once you've done it, it's set. It's not going to turn soft again. So you don't have to worry about that. And you get quicker finished results. Okay, so she's sitting here with her tan line, well setting. Alright, come on, water. While the water's going down, I will put Barbie here for y'all to focus so you can check out this hairline and all of this length so I can wash up these feet. Let me mute my microphone. Okay, hot water's about done. I'm going to set Barbie in the sink. I will move my camera accordingly in a moment. I'm wetting our hair first. As we're doing this type of perm, it's better to let the doll's hair be wet before you begin. Okay. That's a good view. Okay, cut you off. Now I'm going to pour the hot water right on our head. I'm more focused on that part first. And now it's not hot on my hands. You just have to be mindful of where you touch the doll's head. So this will get our hair set. There's a one hair that needs to go over there. Okay. There. Pour this around the hairline very gently. My cousin Denise had this Barbie doll. I don't know what she did. I don't know what she did with it. She probably sold it in a yard sale. Okay, so I need my other brush instead, but as you can see, this little brush is going right through her hair. Okay, there we go. So there she is up close. There's her part. Now when it dries, that'll fluff out. I'm going to go ahead and put more hot water into her hair. Actually, no, I'm going to go ahead and wash it with a little soap first. That way I can remove residue from where they actually make the saran hair. I'm not going to apply conditioner. It helps the hair set after a reroot. Okay, so there is her hair. Okay, now we're putting more hot water. I'm starting around the front of her face, getting around the hairline. And then that way it's trickling down all the way through her hair. Now it's tangle free, and I'm going to use the rest of the water and focus on the part and the hairline. And there we go. There, it's done. Okay, I'm letting it take a moment, and now I'm going to do cold water. A doll stand for it. I don't know, Richard. I don't really use stands on my dolls. So now you can see the thickness of her hair, and this is bone straight, super, super straight. It looks super see-through because of the hot water. Now I'm going to push this back. All right. Now I've did a video showing you how to make your doll's legs stiffer. And so that video is up. That's how come this doll's legs are very stiff. Okay, I'm drying her hair by towel blotting. Now for the rest of her. Okay. David had messaged me in a text message a few days ago asking, when are you going to reroot the Barbie I sent you, the one with the cut hair? I'm like, I'm getting to it, but I want to get to that birthday Barbie first. Because I rerouted several rocker Barbies, and the one he sent me I really love, so I haven't decided. We'll see what color. Right now I'm trying to focus on Paris's dolls first. So the hair is ultra silky. So here she is up close. So she has more hair, definitely a lot more hair than what she started off with. The colors look amazing together. Okay, turn her around this way. I'm going to need to trim her ends. I'm laughing. My cat saw it and got on the bed, and she's got her back turned this way. That's her way of saying, okay, I'm waiting for you. Okay. When these dolls, both of these, she sent me twins. When they both came, oh my god, the hair was so scarce. All you could see was bald head through there. So now she has beautiful, beautiful thick hair. So I feel like Beach Barbie should have hair like this long, at least this long. That way you get a fun Beach Barbie, fun to play with. It's a shame they're not what they used to be. This was a good doll. The quality, the bend and snap leg, twist and turn waist, everything that kept giving Barbie improvements through the decades. They took all of it away. Everything that made her more desirable. Twist and turn waist, rooted eyelashes, the long hair, the bend and snap legs. Those were all evolutionary moments in Barbie, for Barbie and Barbie doll history. And I find it ironic how they've stripped her of all of it. A doll known for her curves. And then they stripped her from her curves, they stripped her of all of that stuff and made her basic. In a time where people don't want basic. Alright. This is how you braid going downward. Okay, so there's her braid, there's her hair. Nice and thick, beautiful hair. And I'm trying to pull off an elastic. I had to put a bunch on my brush because I'm consistently using them on Barbie and American Girl. Okay, and there we go. So there's her hair. Beautiful, nice high braid. Goes great with her hair part. This looks good. The colors we use are amazing with her skin tone. So Barbie is fabulous. And these are fun. You know, it's good to do something like this with your Barbies before, you know, you're going on vacation to a beach house or to your lake house or whatever. You know, if you're going somewhere like that, it's fun to have a custom Barbie for the beach with beautiful long hair, and you can do pictures, post on Instagram, do all that fun stuff. Do it now. While you know. So as this dries, her part is nice and flat, and Barbie is now complete. Well, she's better. Better. Super long, thick hair like tropical Barbie. Actually longer. This doll's hair goes down to her ankles. So there we go. All right. Thank you all for watching. Hope this was helpful. I can't believe it. I gave her a full reroot within an hour and a half, and then we were able to do her part, and then we were able to get the glue to seal everything in, and it's set. Yep, the top part is nice and firm. And we did the hair with hot water to keep the part to lay the hair down. And she's done. Awesome. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Hope you did. Hit the bell, subscribe, hit the bell, and to receive notifications.